Hi, I'm Ilana Fine, COO of VWG Wealth Management. For Frequently Asked in Quarantine number 9, we turn to Rashmi Chahil to answer the question, how do the changes in the CARES Act impact my charitable giving? Rashmi?
Thanks, Ilana. Hi, I'm Rashmi Chahil from VWG Wealth Management, and today I'm going to be addressing the question, what does the CARES Act mean for my charitable giving? The CARES Act, which was signed into law in late March of this year, included several provisions to incentivize charitable giving. The two most significant changes in how they will impact your charitable donations really comes down to whether you claim the standard deduction or elect to itemize on your 2020 tax return. So let's start with the standard deduction. Normally, you have to itemize on Schedule A to get a tax break for charitable donations. But thanks to the CARES Act, if you take the standard deduction when you file next spring, you can now claim what's commonly referred to as the universal deduction. This is an above-the-line deduction of up to $300 for charitable donations. There are three details to keep in mind here. One, the $300 limit is per tax return, not per individual. So if you're filing a joint tax return, the maximum you can deduct is $300, not $600. Two, the universal deduction only applies to cash donations. Securities and other assets, such as clothing and artwork, do not count. Three, the donation must be directed to a public charity. Donor-advised funds, supporting organizations under 509(a)(3), and private non-operating foundations do not qualify under this new provision. Now let's switch over to donors who do itemize their deductions. Before the CARES Act was passed, the deduction for cash contributions was capped at 60% of the taxpayer's adjusted gross income, commonly referred to as AGI, and for corporations, the deduction was capped at 10% of the company's taxable income. The CARES Act lifted these caps for 2020 to an unprecedented 100% of AGI for individual taxpayers, while the cap for corporations was lifted to 25%. As with the new universal deduction, donations must be made in cash to a public charitable organization to qualify for these enhanced tax benefits. So let's do a quick example to illustrate this particular change. Mrs. Maisel has an AGI of $200,000 and plans to itemize her deductions on her 2020 tax return. Normally, she would be able to deduct up to $120,000 for qualified charitable contributions. With the temporary changes provisioned by the CARES Act, Mrs. Maisel could now deduct up to her full AGI of $200,000. As you can see from this example, those who are charitably inclined, like Mrs. Maisel, have the unique opportunity to maximize the benefit of their contributions this year. We encourage you to reach out to your financial advisor on our team if you would like to discuss philanthropic strategies for this year and beyond. And this concludes question number 10 of our Frequently Asked in Quarantine video series. Thank you so much for your time, and be well.